Hey guys, before we get into it today, I just wanted to let you know that the easiest way to support the channel is just by hitting the like button. And if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, as long as you enjoy the content. And I think we might be posting a new video on the gaming channel today of me playing Pokemon White. So if you're a fan of the main series games, I'd highly recommend going over there to check it out. Would really appreciate it. Jeeves puts a lot of work into editing those videos. And since I am constantly making videos for this channel, I don't have that much time to film. So would really appreciate it if you go check it out. We're trying to make that gaming channel do some work, if you know what I mean. So anyway, enjoy the video. Okay, XL Scrafty, show him how it's done. Wild Charge, doesn't matter. So I was like, okay, Drapion, it's debuffed. You can survive a Wild Charge, right? No big deal. Pick up a lead against the Talonflame, positive lead. He comes in with a level 51 Seaking. Now you know why he's the Spice Legend. And the Porygon's not going to have a... Ooh, it's a Haxorus. He's got a Haxorus. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Human Centipede, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a look at a Pokemon that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the first one to make a video on. And I'm kind of excited about that, because usually I'm like, you know, 17th to make a video on it. But Drapion got a buff at the beginning of Season 8. If you didn't know, well, now you're about to know that Poison Sting generates way better energy. Well, I wouldn't say way. It generates more energy than it used to. It is now a Mudshot, Thundershock, Psycho Cut clone. So it gets to charge moves so stupidly fast. It gets to an Aqua Tail in 4 Poison Stings, a Crunch in 5, and a Sludge Bomb in 6. It's actually freaking awesome. And yes, you can use this in the Ultra League if you're above level 40. And if you want to spend thousands and thousands upon hundreds of thousands of dust and regret all of your life decisions right after you do it. So that's what I did. That's what I do on a daily basis, actually. I regret my life decisions. But if you want to do this, well, at least you can watch this video to find out if it's worth the dust. And I did talk about this in yesterday's video. XL Pokemon are freaking broken. They're not fair. It's unfair. And I am very aware of that. As you can see my team here. Yes, this team is totally fair. Everyone can run this whole team, you know? You want to put level 50 Jellicent on your team? No big deal. You know what I mean? It's not like it took me 7 months to grind enough XLs and Stardust to build that Jellicent. No, it's not like that at all. In fact, I forgot to put this on there. Because its name is Monroe. You know, like Marilyn Monroe, but Monroe because it's a man. Get it? Because of the Best Buddy ribbon. Where Marilyn Monroe's mole would be. Anyway, so yeah, I built this stupid team. It's a stupid team. The whole XL system pisses me off so much. And I know I talked about it in yesterday's video, but I'm still heated because I filmed yesterday's video like 2 hours ago. So I'm filming 2 videos in one day, which, by the way, if there's not a ton of editing in these videos, that's because I'm making 2 videos in one day, which is a tall freaking order considering I had to organize all these battles today as well. Either way, enough rambling. I know you guys are freaking sick of it. You're like, well, let me see how Drapion is. Show me how good Drapion is. Well, we're about to check it out. So, shout out once again to my patrons for helping me out with these battles here because, like I said, for me, it's still Sunday. Is it Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday. Still Sunday for me, so Monday is going to be tomorrow for me. Monday is today for you guys, and the Ultra League is dropping at 4 p.m. Eastern today. So keep an eye out. All right. So this team, Scrafty and Jellicent core, honestly, like if you guys actually are trying to grind or whatever, Scrafty and Jellicent core is very, very strong, like insanely strong. So if you want to build some XL Pokemon, I would highly recommend Jellicent and Scrafty, and I would also highly recommend tagging Niantic on Twitter and telling them to go suck a fart out of, I don't know, Bill Clinton's butthole. So anyway, comes in with a thing, the Metal Bird, and I'm gonna counter it down. I wanted to see how much a Drill Peck did, and Scrafty really tanked that Drill Peck totally fine, which is again broken. It's broken. So I came in with a Scrafty, obviously, because Scrafty's got a good matchup against an Empoleon, and he has a Charmer in the lead, so yeah. But this team is It's the same way I was running my, like, I just replaced Abomasnow with Drapion and Escavalier with Scrafty, and it just, honestly, it makes a better team, to be completely honest. Anyway, sorry, still frustrated, but either way, he's got a Galarian Stunfisk, and I'm sorry to tell you, Froggy, I'm gonna beat you. Like, as soon as I saw he has a Galarian, I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat you, my friend. Gonna beat you. So I was counting his mud shots, and that was just a Rock Slide and XL Drake. Look at the CP on this thing. XL Drapion, 2446. It's not even fully powered up. Not even fully powered up. I just powered it up as much as I possibly could with the Dust and XLs that I had. But these Aqua Tails, oh, they're coming out quickly. Now, he's starting to overfarm here, which is a smart play because he's going to have to, it's a tall order for the old bear trap over there. He's going to have to take out my Jellicent and the Drapion. So this is going to be the Rock Slide, and this is probably going to be taking me out. And then I come in with the Jellicent, and I'm just going to Bubble Beam him, you know what I mean? Because he needs an Earthquake to KO, and I still have a shield. So he's going to have to, like, bait with a Rock Slide and then go for the Earthquake. So I think he knew at this point that there was not really a win condition there. So and then yeah, I wanted to see, because I was like, go for the Earthquake. I wanted to see how much it does when it's double debuffed. And yeah, XL Jellicent is goddamn broken. It's broken as all hell. Okay, GG's RunningFroggy. Into the next battle. This is also with RunningFroggy. We got 3 battles with RunningFroggy and an assorted amount of other battles with some other folks. And by the way, if you were in the patrons chat and I wasn't able to get to you, I'm very sorry. I was just very, very busy today. So, but I'll make sure if you let me know in the patrons only chat that I didn't get to you and you wanted to battle me, just let me know and I'll make sure to put you on the front of the list for next time. Okay, so we pick up a lead against an Alolan Muck, or regular Muck, I should say, and I come in with the Drapion here, and the Drapion is a safe switch for me. It's used to bait out a fighter, because we take neutral from fighting, and Drapion, his best source of damage is Crunch, so we're trying to bait out a fighter, basically. And he comes out with an Abomasnow and calls that I don't have Sludge Bomb, which is a huge call, considering I don't think I ever went for Crunch in that last battle we did, so he called that. Big call. Big cojones. So then he calls the Aqua Tail bait, which again, big call. Big cojones. So we're going to let this come through. And I was like, hey, survive it. But no, that's not going to happen. But that's okay. We got a Scrafty to deal with this XL Shadow Abomasnow that took RunningFroggy 1 million years to create. Any XL Shadow Pokemon are insane. By the way, XL Shadow Drapion is better than XL, what's his face? Than XL regular Drapion. Okay, so I tried to catch a close combat on my Jellicent, but instead I caught Gallade's hands. So Leaf Blade's going to be doing a lot. He comes back in with the Shadow Cantonized Muck, and I'm going to be going for the Bubble Beam. I don't know why. I have no idea why I'm doing that. Should probably just go for the Shadow Ball. Oh, it's because it was CMP tie. I was hoping I would win it, and apparently I did, and that made it worse for me because now his Thunder Punch doesn't KO, and he farms me down with some resisted. Okay, this is fine. I'm going to farm down with the Scrafty, tank the Thunder Punch, NB Delio. Come on, Thunder Punch, bring it in. Okie dokie, that's fine. We're going to farm down with the resisted counters, and now win condition spotted. Give me the shield with the power-up punch bait. Correct play, RunningFroggy, and now double foul play. Shield this. It's a Leaf Blade. Granted, it would probably still take me out, and double foul play it is. We're going to be double foul and playing this. Is this a Shadow Gallade? I don't remember. No, regular ass Gallade, and he no shields it, trying to call another bait, but I did have 2 anyway, so either way, able to farm him down, so very nice battle there. I was honestly kind of cornered against that Gallade, so I'm surprised I was able to pull that out, but hey, I'm a professional, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this time picking up a lead against a Magnezone. This is absolutely terrible. My Drapion is also going to get bodied by a Magnezone because of the Poison Sting being resisted and the Wild Charge hitting for very heavy damage. So I land the Shadow Ball, and then I tried to catch on the Scrafty there, which is, I don't know if that's a good play. He goes for the Mirror Shot bait and then throws the Wild Charge right afterwards. Okay, XL Scrafty, show him how it's done. Wild Charge, doesn't matter. No one cares about a Wild Charge. And he comes in with an Empoleon. And you know what that means. It can be one of 2 things. 1, misclick, or 2, meme team. And it's RunningFroggy. So we're double shielding this Scrafty. We're going to double shield this Scrafty, farm it all the way down, and let's see what he brings back in. I talked to him afterwards, and he was like, there's no way he double shields the Scrafty. Well, it's my son, okay? Shrafty is going to show you the business. So he comes in with his Galarian, stupid bear trap guy, and I'm going to just power up punch the absolute crap out of this thing. He's not going to be able to mud shot me down. He's going to have to go for a rock slide to take me out. But in the meantime, he's just going to be tanking so many counters and so many power up punches. And the Galarian Stunfisk is almost dead. And yeah, Shrafty, you did well. You did very well. Okay, so now I come back in with the Jellicent. Right? Yeah, Jellicent, and then he comes back in with a Magnezone, and he's got 2 shields. And even though this is a Bubble Beam, I think he's going to shield this. So I go for the Bubble Beam and then switch right away into my Drapion. And then it was about this time I got a bunch of lag. You're going to see that. So I was like, okay, Drapion, it's debuffed. You can survive a Wild Charge, right? No big deal. And there's the lag I was talking about. These Poison Stings are double resisted. I threw the move because I was like, he's probably going to get to another Wild Charge. I don't know how much energy he had because I lagged there. But it's just a mirror shot, fortunately. And now he's dead. So I didn't even get to throw the charge move. And now I have getting close to 3 Aqua Tails here. This is absolutely crazy. And then he just doesn't I think he knew it was over. He knew it was over. He's like, no. That thing, it's that human centipede guy. He scares me. GG's RunningFroggy. Those were some really good battles. Okay, next up we have the Spice Legend himself, ClaptonCaveman. And all these people, I'm pretty sure every single person that's in this video in particular, other than Cleriq, has been featured on the channel before. So you guys have you can probably recognize these names if you've been around for a while. But Cleriq, by the way, even though he's not been featured on the channel, he is an insanely strong battler. You're going to see him here in a minute. Alright, so we pick up a positive lead up against an Empoleon. This is very positive because we resist the waterfalls, and Empoleon is forced to go for Drill Peck, which is its worst move because it doesn't get stab, and Hydro Cannon is insane. So he comes in with an Altaria, and I do not have a good response to Altaria on my team. My Jellicent does not have Ice Beam, so I'm going to go for this Shadow Ball because I need to do some damage here before I switch out. I'm going to go for this next Shadow Ball here, and I wasn't sure if he would shield this or not. But he does, so that's good and bad, because now I can come in with a Drapion here. Unfortunately, Drapion, it doesn't really have a great matchup either, but it's better if you have Sludge Bomb, and that's why I was on the fence of whether or not I should run Crunch or Sludge Bomb, but PvPoke said to run Crunch, so I just went with PvPoke because it's a brand new Pokemon for me, so I'm testing it out, you know what I mean? So I build up to the Crunch and bait with the Aqua Tail like a fool! Which was a huge mistake, and now I'm going to have to eat a Sky Attack here, which is what happens when you play the Fool. So going to go down. Oh, Altaria goes down to the Poison Stings. So I have some residual energy here. Let's see what comes back in. It's going to be the Empoleon to throw right away. That's fine with me. I would rather him dump his energy here on my Drapion, because my Drapion is going to do resisted with everything. And now he shows that he has a Shadow Dragonite, and I tried to catch on the Jellicent, but instead I catch Shadow Dragonite's hands. Never mind, he throws anyway. He probably forgot how much energy I had there. So I'm going to go down to a Dragon Claw, which is fine. And now I just need to build up to 2 Foul Plays here. But I think the Shadow, I think Clapton's got 2 Dragon Claws here. So I'm going to build up to 2. Yeah, I think my win condition here was to throw a Power Punch bait and then land the Foul Play, because you're going to see I lose the CMP tie here. So I'm going to go down to a Dragon Claw. So it was a very close battle, and I did not, I can't count Dragon Breaths. Who can count Dragon Breaths other than, like, you know, math wizards? I can't do that. So I didn't know how much energy he had there. Alright, this is another battle versus ClaptonCaveman. The one, the only, the Spice Legend himself. I already introduced him, so I'm introducing him again for some reason, but whatever. He's a Spice Legend. Okay. Alright, we pick up a lead against the Talonflame, positive lead. He comes in with a level 51 Seaking. Now you know why he's the Spice Legend. Oh my god. So I land the Shadow Ball. This still seems like a really good matchup for me, because the Waterfall is resisted, the Icy Wind is resisted. Gonna have to go for Drill Run. He goes for the Icy Wind, and I switch into the Drapion, which I feel like I should have just stayed in with the Jellicent, because Drapion could deal with Talonflame relatively easily with the Aqua Tails. I go for the Aqua Tail like a fool, and now I'm gonna have to shield this up because the potential Drill Run would be doing super effective damage, but it was an Icy Wind bait. So he got my shield and debuffed me. That hurts. And now I expect something to come back in. Maybe the Talonflame, I don't know. Maybe. He does come back in with the Talonflame. And I am debuffed because of that Icy Wind, so he might not shield these Aqua Tails. But Talonflame is still pretty glassy, so... And he probably doesn't know how much it does. Okay, he does a very nice catch onto his Kingler. And this is, again, this is why ClaptonCaveman is the Spice Legend. Like, literally, you'll see in the bonus battle I've got the team that he ran in order to earn the title of Spice Legend. Alright, so I come in with the Scrafty here, and no shield of the Crabhammer, just thinking like, hey, you know, Scrafty, XL Scrafty is pretty goddamn strong, and I was right, Crabhammer is fine. It's fine for Scrafty, whereas it would be an actual nightmare for most Pokemon. So I'm trying to let this go, but he actually baits me with the X-Scissor, which actually gives me kind of better play here, because I can farm him down. He comes back in with the Talonflame, and I'm going to be going for the boosted Foul Play, and that lands, does a lot of damage. And I'm just going to go for another Foul Play here because it's going to take his Incinerate a pretty long time to go through, the damage to go through. And then he just probably tries to call a bait there and goes down. So, very nice, very nice. Okay, next up we've got Cleriq. So shout out to Cleriq. Cleriq is an awesome guy. He's also one of my patrons, obviously. And I've seen some amazing clips from him, like... using the craziest Pokemon like Sawsbuck and Furret and I don't know, all different kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, so we pick up a lead against a dude, a Porygon Z, which is actually a bad lead for us because the threat of Zap Cannon is very real, and the only neutral damage we can do is with Bubble Beam. So I switch into my Drapion, once again trying to bait out their fighter, and I do bait out a fighter, not the fighter I was looking to see, but this is okay too because we resist the confusions and we can do neutral damage with literally everything. So I get the shield with that first crunch, and then I go for the Aqua Tail second. That doesn't make any sense. Should have just gone for the crunch. I had a crunch. Why not go for the crunch? So yeah, he doesn't even shield that, which is a smart play. I should have shielded this to show the power of... Yeah, it's fine. He goes for a close combat, so that actually is pretty good. Now I come back in with the Jellicent here because he is 2 times debuffed. His defense is 2 times debuffed. And I'm going to no-shield this because Leaf Blade does not KO, and I should be able to farm him down with these super effective hexes and have a lot of energy coming out. Now I can switch into the Scrafty if he comes back in with the Porygon. And the Porygon's not going to have a... Ooh, it's a Haxorus. He's got a Haxorus, an Ultra League Haxorus. This thing is doing super effective damage with the counter, so I actually have to go for Power Up Punch here. In this case, straight Power Up Punch, not go for the Foul Play bait. I need to go for the Power Up Punch because I need my counters to do more than his super effective counters. But since mine are getting stab and they're powered up, and his are not getting stab and they're not powered up, my counters are doing more. So I'm going to shield up this second charge move. He went for the Night Slash first, which is actually a pretty heads up play because that would give me the cue, like, hey, maybe he goes for another Night Slash, which is double resisted, but I figured he was probably just trying to get my shield there. So I come in with the Jellicent to catch this Tri-Attack, which would have been taking out my Scrafty that had a lot of energy. And now he's not going to have an easy time lock-oning me down because well, it's only doing 1 damage per lock-on. Doesn't matter that they're resisted because you can't do less than 1 damage per. Now I just go for the next Shadow Ball, and even though this is double resisted, Porygon Z is insanely glassy, so this is going to be taking it out. GG, my dude. That was a crazy battle. My absolute lord. Okay. Now we've got one battle versus monsieurmojo, who once again is a patron. I know I keep saying that, but shout out to all my patrons. I really do appreciate you guys. You really help this to stay a career for me. All right. So we pick up a positive lead once again against the Talonflame. If you're in my rank, you're going to see a lot of these leads. I see a lot of Talonflame leads, sometimes in the back as well. Talonflame is just kind of annoying to deal with. And for some reason, I went for Bubble Beam first. I don't know about that. I should have tried to force a CMP tie when he threw the Brave Bird, because I did expect a Brave Bird there. But either way, able to debuff the Brave Bird before it landed, but I knew I was going to survive it regardless. So once again, this time... I actually used pretty much the same team against him in yesterday's video with Abomasnow instead of Drapion. I didn't even realize that until after I watched these battles back. But either way, so I'm just going to shield up the same way I did yesterday. Shield up one of these Surfs and then farm it all the way down. That'll give me some energy to threaten the Talonflame with. And since I am boosted, that should help me get some shields here. And he did throw the Brave Bird before he switched out, so he does not have enough for a Flame Charge. I'm going to go for the Foul Play, and he does a very nice catch onto his Umbreon. But unfortunately, this is still a really good matchup for Scrafty, so I actually decided to stay in here because those counters plus the power-up punch is going to do a lot of damage. He's going to have to go for a last resort to take me out. Play is double resistant, and XL Scrafty is absolutely insane. So we're going to let this come through because we did, look how much damage we did with just the counters and the power-up punch. And we barely had to take any damage there. So we come in with the Drapion. So we do have 2 responses to an Umbreon, which is a huge, good, it's a very, very good thing. Because I see a lot of those things as well. A lot of level 51 best buddied Hundo Umbreons. A lot of them. I see a lot of them. Too many of them. I remember when monsieurmojo first built that thing, and I made a video about it, and I was like, wow, this thing is crazy, it's awesome. And then I see him everywhere since then, and I'm like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Umbreon. So I could have switched here, but I wanted to see the power of Drapion, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna stay in here, farm up to 100 energy. I think I possibly even could have farmed down here. He does decide to shield, so I'm gonna switch into my Jellicent, and I just want him to throw a Brave Bird at me to take me out, because I don't want this Jellicent. It's kind of it's like a liability at this point, you know what I mean? Because he's going to come in with his Umbreon now. I was really hoping to get Brave Birded there, but although, yeah, the Bubble Beams are going to do enough. So Jellicent is an Umbreon counter. Confirmed? I don't know. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but it seems like it is. It's good enough for me. But yeah, since Jellicent's very weak to Dark types, I have 2 Dark types that beat Dark types in the back. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments what you think about Poison Sting Drapion. I am a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. In the Great League, I've been using that Shadow one all over the place. And I would love to have a Shadow one for the Ultra League, but what do you think, I'm made of Stardust? I can't do that. I couldn't even power this one all the way up. So either way, I have no Stardust left. So, yeah. Do you want to see another Scrafty video? Or another Drapion video? You want to see a video about Scrafty and Drapion? No, probably not. So if you have any of the Pokemon that received a buff or a change that you would like to be shoutcasted on this channel, go down to the description. There is a link down there. It says battle submission form. Give it a click. Make sure you fill out the whole thing. And if I'm looking for the new Pokemon, the Pokemon that received a buff at the beginning of Season 8. I'd like to cover all that stuff. So if you got a Pokemon that's got Dragon Tail, Dragalge, please. If you have a Dragalge and you're able to power it up to Ultra League status, please send me that, because that was what I was going to power up. Or if you have a Nidoqueen, which, by the way, Nidoqueen is looking absolutely ridiculous. Dragalge, XL Dragalge, is number 6 in Ultra League Premier Cup, and Shadow Nidoqueen is number 5 on PvPoke's list for Ultra League Premier Cup. And Ultra League Remix, you ask? Shadow Nidoqueen is number 7. Dragalge is nowhere to be seen. Number 39, so still pretty good, but yeah, if you have either one of those Pokemon or any of the other Pokemon that received a change at the beginning of Season 8, I would love to see that kind of stuff, and I would love to shoutcast that on this channel. So go down to the description, link down there. I already said all this. But either way, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Take it easy.
Shout out to my patrons: Billy Bravebird, RunningFroggy, The North Stark, Doug J. Dempsey, Ryan Borowski, Cleriq, Dave Adamson, DJ Mimsy, ClaptonCaveman, King Edward, NZ Tech Freak, Austin Gustovic, Darkstone, Moach, Mr. Cookout, Brandon, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Gish, Minsukuta, Kit Gulek, Edward O'Neill, Senor Stacks, Grizzinator, Winter Fang, Infamous One, Lord of the Azam Bombril, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, Braden Seidel, Trey, and Ankle Weights.